Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Today we're going to play Dinosaur Island. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences and memories that playing board games with friends and family can create. So we're looking forward to playing this game. Dan's going to go over the rules. You ready to go, Dan?
Sure. All right, folks. Welcome. This is Dinosaur Island. Dinosaur Island is... well, it's got two different mechanics in it, but basically this is Jurassic Park, the board game. This is more Jurassic Park, the board game, than the Jurassic Park board game, if there is one. I'm not even sure. So in this game, we'll be collecting DNA, using this DNA to create dinos. We'll be building a theme park to house those dinosaurs, along with rides and attractions and foodie stands and tourist traps, and the dinosaurs may escape and do some damage, and then but at the end, the person with the most victory points wins, as they have had the most successful park. So you get victory points from tiles that you build into your park, primarily these attraction tiles. By completing objectives, we've set up the default recommended first game, which involves 3 short game objectives. And with 3 players, this is going to be pretty quick, I feel. And then any dinosaurs that you manage to breed will also be worth points. As first player, I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice here. So the game takes place over 4 phases. And let me just do a basic overview of each phase. You know what? Now I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to explain phase 1. We're going to do phase 1. I'm going to explain phase 2, and then we're going to do phase 2, and so on and so forth, just to chunk it out. So in phase 1, we each have 3. Oops. Where did that come from? I should only have 4 workers to start. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, it's right there. Okay. We all have 3 scientist tiles. We take turns putting these scientist... Oh, sorry. Just give a second here. All right. We take turns putting these scientists into this phase 1 board to do various things. So there's 3, now let's say 4 different things you can do in phase 1. You can assign a scientist to a die. If you assign a scientist to a die, generally that's going to collect DNA. This is just basically like symbol matching. So this die here represents an advanced DNA, the reddish pinkish one that's on the right of your player board. This die here is the also another type of advanced DNA. It's the yellow one on that represents this column. And then there's this die here, which is this die here, which is 2 like basic. These 3 here are basic DNA. These 3 here are advanced DNA. So this is all just collecting DNA. This multicolored symbol on this die indicates an any. It's any 1 basic. So if I assign my 1 scientist to this die, right, it is taken. Nobody can take it. I get that DNA. If I assign my 3 scientists to that die, I take 3 of that DNA. So if I took this die here, I would get 3 times 2 of any basic in basically any combination I want. The second thing you can do with your scientists is these 3 spaces here, which is to claim a dinosaur recipe. So the 1 scientist is used to grab herbivores. The 2 scientist is used to grab a small carnivore, and the 3 scientist is used to grab a large carnivore. The herbivores and the small carnivores. This is increasing risk, I guess is the best way to put it, but it's also increasing like victory points. For each built dino. The third thing you can do is you can sit a scientist here in this yellow orangish box to increase cold storage. At the beginning of the game, we each have black cubes that mark off our maximums. If you're increasing through cold storage by 3 steps, for example, you just pick black cubes and push them up. So if you're increasing cold storage by 3, you could do that, for example, because that's 3 spaces total. You can split it up however you like. The fourth thing you can do with a scientist is actually pass. If you pass with a scientist, then the scientist comes back to your player board and it can be used as a worker. That's workers do their thing in phase 3. So give you a little bit more flexibility later in the turn. Once you claim a die with a scientist, that die is gone. Nobody else can claim it. If somebody uses a scientist to go to one of these recipe spaces, nobody else can go to the same recipe spaces. You can see that there's multiple spaces available for cold storage, and everyone can choose to pass with any number of their scientists, actually. And I think that's everything that happens in phase 1. Do I need to go over anything else there?
Sounds good.
Once phase 1 is done, there may be 1 or more dice that have not been taken / drafted. The dice, if you look closely, will have some of them will have dots on their faces. So the die with the greatest number of dots on it that remains unpicked will come here and increase the threat for all players in the coming round. That means that dinosaurs will have a greater chance to escape from security and trample or eat our visitors. This is generally a bad thing, but could be a good thing. That's the last piece of it, I think.
Are the dice supposed to be on this place, and then you put your thing here?
Yeah, maybe for this mod. There we go. There. Yes, that looks a little bit better.
So the only disadvantage from using your 3 for a die is you just really can't use them down below, right?
Well, the advantage of using 3 for a die is you get 3 times that number of DNA. Like if I put it here, I'd get 6 of this pink stuff, which is a lot. I will start this process then. I will start this process by claiming a small carnivore. And that's just going to go over here on my mat.
You still have to build the carnivore later on, right? So you can claim it and not be able to build it?
I just access to this recipe, there are no dinosaurs in that stall.
Okay.
Yes.
What's the significance of on your player board? It says phase 4.
So the phase 1 is what I just explained. Phase 2 is a market phase that involves all these objects over here.
Okay.
Phase 3, you have 4 workers in your supply that will have an opportunity to go to these spaces in the middle of your player board to do various things like refine DNA, create dinosaurs, or make you additional money. Phase 4 is called park management. That's when we get visitors and assign them to attractions and earn money and victory points, actually.
Okay, so I want to take my...
On the dinosaurs, which is the threat level? The star, that's points, right? The triangle is the threat level? Which is the threat level?
So on the dinosaur tiles, the number of red dots is how much threat the dinosaur creates. The star is the number of victory points each dinosaur meeple is worth. And the triangle is how much excitement the dinosaur generates for your park. And then the DNA symbols underneath its name are the DNA resources that you have to spend in order to build that dinosaur.
Okay. Sounds good. So what's Nathan going to do?
You start with some DNA.
You start with a little bit, not a lot.
Well, that's right. You have some DNA.
Oh, the advanced DNA is all starting at 0, though. Okay. So that's important.
By the way, I picked a somewhat risky move here. I suspect the game is going to be short. So this small carnivore that I picked may not pay off. If you have a paddock or a dinosaur attraction that doesn't actually have any dinosaurs in it at the end of the game, that's like worth negative 10 points. It's a pretty significant slap on the wrist.
Mm-hmm. So the safe thing would be just to start getting some DNA, right?
Right, because you do start with a recipe in your park. You're going to have to build up the paddock so that you have space for another dinosaur, and you're going to have to assign a worker to make that dinosaur. But it should be manageable within the first round. And everyone's starting basic dinosaur just takes 2 basic DNA of whatever you would like to spend.
Okay.
Well, the starting dinosaur I can't have any more of them, can I?
Right now, you don't have space to put more meeples down. You have to expand.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to expand the paddock, that happens in phase 3 because you can use the tool bench to do so.
Okay.
Among other things.
All right. So what's Nathan doing other than losing?
I have no idea.
Just roll with it. It'll become clearer as we go along. I promise I won't whoop you guys horribly.
Okay. I'm gonna use my 2 scientists to get 4 basic DNA. That's what, right?
Yep.
That would get me 4.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna use my 2 scientists to get 2 any DNA.
Okay.
Now that can be advanced or basic, right?
No, that's basic only.
Oh, that's basic.
And that is basic only.
Then I'm going to switch it up because I didn't realize that. And I am going to get rid of this 2. I'm putting them back over here. And I'm bringing out my 1. And with my 1, I am going to get... I don't even know if you have the DNA I need. Or want. Yeah, you do. Okay. I'm going to go grab some of this DNA here at the end.
Okay.
So
Cool. The stuff that I needed. It's fine, guys. It's
no,
fine.
I wasn't looking. I was just, yeah, I was.
All right. Yeah, I'll take, for my second, I'll just take 2 of this purple stuff.
Okay. Nathan?
Okay, I'll take 1. Oops, not. I don't want to go there. It's an advanced DNA.
Yep.
Wait, when I put that there, do I immediately get the DNA?
Yes.
So I have to put my board up immediately. Okay, that's what I thought. So
Yeah.
Put that one up 1. Right.
That's, yeah, you get the red stuff. Yep.
Okay. So
I could put up for. I have no idea what DNA I want yet, but I'll just do 4 my 4 DNA I did earlier, and then I get 1 of the gold DNA.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase my cold storage by 3. And I'm going to move each of my advanced DNA up 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the same. What else do I need for this?
Oops, I am doing the same as well. Come on.
Well, you know.
We'll do that.
Everyone follows greatness, I take it.
All right, so that.
No, I still got it.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. You got 1 more scientist?
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Yeah, you're 2.
What do I want? I want. I'm almost debating just let the threat level go up 3. And you know what? I'm going to do the any color basic DNA twice. I was
Okay.
I was debating just using it for an extra worker, but
yeah, if you're gonna use it for an extra worker, you're better off using your lower level scientists. But
yeah, that's what I thought.
So FYI, the threat level for the turn is +3. You don't have to make any modifications to your board because of that. Just kind of keep it in the back of your head. So here we are in phase 2. Phase 2 is a market step. So each of us is going to get 2 market actions. So the way this works is I'll take an action, turn order again. Then Nathan will take 1. Then, sorry. Anyways, in order, and then I'll take my second, and so forth. So, for your market action, you can, of course, take one of these things. The cost is basically here. So you could pay $2 to get this ride improvement or this specialist. If you take a specialist, it goes over here on the side of your board. These first 2 specialists will provide you with extra worker to use in phase 3. So that is kind of cool. Ooh, I like the junior scientist. And the better tool bench is actually good too. If you want a ride, which is the middle column, you pay $2 plus the cost of the tile. So this postcard emporium would cost 5 money, and all it does is it's worth 2 victory points at the end of the game. These DNA nachos would cost $11, but you see there's 3 spaces on it for visitors. And the cool thing about foodie stands is those visitors can either make you more money, or victory points, your choice, when we get to that part of the game. And then we only have tourist attractions and foodie stands available right now. So I'll have to cover rides and whatever the fourth type is, if there is one. I don't even remember right now. The other thing you can do with your market action is you can do this thing that's printed on the board. So you could pay $2 to get 2 basic DNA, and then you have to discard from the display one of these items that's in that row, thus preventing somebody else from taking it.
Okay.
$3 for 3 basic DNA, $4 for 1 advanced, or $5 for 2 advanced. During the end of round cleanup, all of the items that are left in this 2 row are removed from the game, and everything slides up, and then new items replace the things at the bottom. So if you get the thing that you want, you have a second pass at it later.
Okay.
You also can choose to pass. If you pass with one of your 2 marked actions, you simply gain $2.
Okay.
2 money. So I'm going to move my money since it's sitting right where my specialists need to be. And my first will be to take this specialist.
Now, what
This
were
seems
these
like a
things
good
again?
card. Oh, I'm sorry. These are upgrade tiles. So that's, I guess, the thing that you can do that's not the other things. If you pay $3, you can, instead of taking one of these items over here on the right, you could take this Dino Research 2. And this tile goes on your playboard and it replaces Dino Research 1. Gives it a slight buff / improvement. So, because instead of making a dino with 1 worker and then possibly making a dino with a second dino with 2 workers, you can make up to 3 dinos a turn, each for 1 worker with that upgrade.
Okay.
Ditto the DNA Refinement 2. It upgrades your DNA Refinement that's printed on your player board. Gives you 3 action spaces to potentially upgrade basics into advanced.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know. This computer programmer seems pretty good.
Once per round, when another player assigns a scientist to research DNA,
Stay away
gain
from
the
that one,
same
Alex.
type and number. What do you call it? Yeah, the special abilities are pretty cool. You max out on 3 of those. You can't have any more than 3.
Mm-hmm.
The lab upgrades, of course, eat up space on your central board. So you have to cover up an existing lab, or you start with 2 empty spaces to thing. This better tool bench is really quite good. I almost always buy this, so I will highly recommend it. But you don't have to go that route.
Increase your security level by 1 discount. Okay. Paddock capacity, yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
And to pay 3 money.
Now,
for
whether you want to build over your existing tool bench or put an empty slot, I'll leave up to you. Yeah.
So I can put it under the constructions.
You can put it. You just put it there, and it's part of your player board now. Whoops! It's trying to snap to the track that's over there. There we go. Or you can cover this one up. Your default tool bench.
So the advantage of the default one is I have unlimited actions, but these are cheaper if I use this.
Right. You can only use this twice per round, but you get a discount when you do those actions.
Yeah, I could probably. Well, so if later on, if I run out of space, can I cover that with something else, or does it have to be specifically a tool bunch that goes there?
No, you can cover it with anything.
So it doesn't really seem to make much difference for now, until I run out of space.
Yeah, I suppose.
So that cost me 3.
Yeah.
So I already paid my 11 money. I'm going to go ahead and get the DNA nachos.
Oh my. Okay.
And I'm going to place my DNA nachos. Is there any special thing?
It just needs to go into a space in your park. Yeah. You might want to lock the tile so it doesn't get knocked around when you start putting meeples on your map.
Okay.
So we're at the second. Do I want a building? Do I want any of these lab tiles?
How many times did you do it? 2 times?
We just get 2 market actions per round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, good.
I mean, 5's a lot, but increase your security level at no cost when James is obviously trying to make the dinosaurs run rampant.
This lab designer, wasn't this one on the 3?
No, I took the one that was on the 3.
Oh, okay.
It was the junior scientist that was on the 3. The lab designer was on the 2.
Okay.
I am gonna pay 5 for this lab tile. I feel like this is gonna pay off sooner or later. Yep. There we go.
Okay.
You doing that because I'm evil?
Yes, I'm doing that specifically. You are evil.
I'm paying 5 as programmer.
Yeah, sort of like that.
Yep.
So you paid 5 for that.
You spent a lot of money on that ride. You might just collect $2. I don't know.
I still have a good bit of money. I'm planning on some revenue.
Yeah. We do make revenue,
But then it's going to weaken me for next round. I don't know. I'm looking at this. I don't know how good this intensive research card is.
Where's the intensive research? Gain any 1 advanced DNA. Well, if you need a lot of advanced DNA, and like my small carnivore needs just 1 unit.
Yeah, I haven't.
You guys didn't collect a second recipe, which is arguably a smart idea.
So when you do score 2 times victory points for any patrons at any one attraction this round. That costs
okay, so attractions
are these things, right? Like the stuff.
Attractions are the park locations. Yep.
That doesn't count for food stands, though, right?
It counts for student if the patrons are giving you victory points. If you're choosing to have them give you money instead, then it doesn't.
It's a good.
The dinosaur pens, I think, are also attractions. I might have to look that up.
If they're attractions, I'm going to pick this one up. So, because I think that one would be worth it. It's only $2, and I like doubling victory points just like anybody else.
Okay, no, I think attractions are just the green tiles that you can buy in phase 2 and not dinosaurs.
You know what?
Technically.
I'm still getting it.
I mean, you could always pick up a ride later and it'll be good for you.
Said the food the food attractions, if I take victory points, count though, right?
Yeah, if you're making victory points with the food attraction, then they'll count.
Okay, get on the spot and stay there. No, $2. I'm losing. Not the bowl. I just went to 5. All right, someone else go. I'm gonna figure this out. Here.
I just went through the bowl.
I am now going to lock your bowls in place. There we go. Now you can't mess with them.
Yay. Okay, so. All right, there we go. All right, so I have 4 money left.
All right, I'll wait until you're done because the next thing we're doing is phase 3. So phase 3 happens entirely on your player board and can be done simultaneously. So I currently have 5 workers available because I got 1 extra through this junior scientist.
Okay.
So basically, you can pick up your workers and you can drop them onto various spaces to do things. Like I can send a worker to this dino security, and I can increase security. No, I'm going to actually use the tool bed to increase security because it's only going to cost me 1 right. That's the right security. There we go. Did you lock my? queue while I wasn't looking.
I did not. So why don't we go ahead and turn order?
Right. So you can use the default actions that you have available to you are use a worker to refine DNA, so turn some basics into advanced. You can create more dinos, assuming you can have the space. I just upgraded my security. Upgrading Paddocks is similar. Right over here are Paddocks. So to take a 2-space paddock, to upgrade your 1 into a 2 costs 2 coins. To upgrade a 2 to a 3 costs 3 more. To upgrade a 3 to a 4 costs 4 more. And each of those would be a separate action. But that's how you make more space to get more dinos. I might.
So why don't you take your turn, just explain what you're doing, and then we'll all do it.
Yeah, that one worker is going to go to this space, which is venture capital, which is just collects money. I am now going to definitely. No. I think we'll pay for another security upgrade. It's not 2 money because I'm going to that. Well, then I'll spend a worker to upgrade security for free. And now let's see. I've got 1 left, and I can either upgrade my paddock, or I can't build a dino with it. So I guess I'm upgrading my paddock. Yeah, I'll just take a 2 and I'll put it. It'll go there.
So everybody's threat's going to go up by 3, and our security just has to be above that.
So during the next phase, when we're managing our parks, if your total threat exceeds your security, that's when you're going to lose patrons because of dinosaurs on the rampage. So I made my security forge so that doesn't happen to me. But when you lose patrons like that, you will lose victory points. But turn order is determined by victory points. So maybe you want to lose a person to have less victory points and become first player for next round.
Now, is it the threat level plus the threat of each of your dinosaurs?
So I have a threat of 1 on personal player board because I have 1 dino meeple, and that 1 meeple is generating 1 threat.
Yeah, so you have a threat
If
of
I had
4 then, right?
If I had built a dino, then I would have gained a threat.
Okay. So
yeah,
technically each of us have a threat of 4 at the end to deal with, potentially. Or let it go.
Yeah.
Alright, so what you doing, Nathan?
Okay, so I am going to. I think I'll take a similar tact as him. I will pay for an upgrade. It cost me 1. Just put that aside for now. And get 1 that's -1, so that's going to cost me 1 again. And then I'm going to go free paddock, -2 for a paddock.
Yeah, you could do that because the 2 size paddock normally costs you 2, and you get a 2 coin discount on that action that you just placed. So yes.
So I'll grab that from here.
Yep.
And I just put it
dino for you. Yep.
So now I can have 2 dinos in there, or?
Yeah. Now this paddock can hold 2 dinos. Yep.
Okay.
So if you want to make a dino with your last guy, you could.
And that's gonna
increase your threat by 1, yes. But it's also going to increase your excitement by 1.
Yeah, some death. It's okay.
Yeah, we'll see. I want to see what death looks like in this game.
There's a good boy.
So I will get another dinosaur.
All right, just the supplies are right there.
You have to pay DNA for that, right?
Yeah, 2 basics of whatever combination he feels like spending.
All right. So he'll go ahead and do that. And what I will do is I'll go ahead and increase my security level by 1. You know, fun stuff. I'll go ahead and increase my security level again. And I'll go ahead and get 3 money. And I will increase my security level 1 more time. And I get 1 money back. So I have 2 money in my little cubby hole there. And that's it for me.
Okay, dokie. All right. So now we are in phase 4, which is park management. So right here, there's a bag of visitors.
Okay.
Right now, there's only patrons in the bag because of the plot twist that we started with. So I won't even bother describing hooligans until the next island will have 5 in the bag. Hooligans are generally bad, though. So each player, in turn order, draws visitors out of the bag equal to their excitement. Nathan, you built a dino, right?
Yep.
So you should have a threat of 2, and you should also have an excitement of 2.
Okay.
So I draw a person out of the bag. It's a yellow patron. This patron is going to visit my island. So there's 2 things that sort of happen here. One is as you have to sort of assign the patrons to spaces in your park. Hats can always take 1 person, and dinosaur attractions can take as many people as there are dinosaurs in the paddock. So this attraction with the 1 dino can only take really 1 patron. We don't have any rides out. This, of course, has 3 spaces, right?
Yep.
So this patron who's visiting my park gives me $1 that represents his ticket fee, and then I stick him in an attraction like my dinosaur paddock, and I get 1 lucky victory point for that.
Sweet.
And I don't have to worry about trampling or anything because I have even the total threat is 4 and my security is 4.
Okay. So now the fun part is Nathan's turn.
So I get 2 visitors?
You get 2 visitors. Okay. All right. So the first step is sort of managing lines where they're out their park. So you're going to collect $2 for the 2 people coming to your island.
1, 2. Yay.
All right. Now you can assign them to action.
So I can put them both here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you put them. James has a choice because of his foodie stand. But so the trampling part happens before you score any victory points, unfortunately. So because the total threat is 4 and your security is 3, one of these patrons gets trampled. And you lose a victory point for that.
Okay.
So not only does he not generate you a victory point, you also get down 1. Now you do gain a victory point for this guy. So you're back at 10.
Okay. So
not
have been 5 though.
Oh dear, yeah. So yeah. So you would have been at 8 and then not gone back up. All right, great, fabulous. I forgot that you built a dino. All right, James.
So I get 1 lonely person.
1 lonely person.
And
we just have 1 equipment.
He's going to give me 1 money and 2 money because he's going to eat food.
Yeah. So he'll give you $1 for ticket sales, and then if you want to take money, that's worth 2 money for him visiting this foodie stand.
Yep. I'm gonna take 2 money. So
All right. All the where'd my patron go? Okay, the patrons actually go back to the bag after we're all done resolving this. So there's a yeah. We put them in the bag already. Great. I'm gonna add 5 hooligans to the bag for round 2 because that's our plot twist.
Hooligans need tacos, so we're still good. I'm still good. They still need their nachos.
Make sure that shuffles.
Yep.
Yeah, hooligans are bad. I'll talk about them before we draw out of the bag in round 2. Okay. Before we go to the beginning of round 2, I'll just quickly mention the objective cards. So as soon as a player completes one of these objectives, they take one of their company tokens and put it on the card. Okay. If somebody else can complete that objective before the end of the current phase, so of the 4 phases in the game, then they also get to put their token on that card. These objectives are, of course, worth 6 victory points at the end of the game.
All right.
Endgame triggers when usually it's 1 less than the number of objectives in play, but also usually we would be playing with 1 more than the number of players in objectives. So how do you guys want to roll that? Do you want to play until all 3 are done or just 2?
Well, let's see how long it goes. We'll go that way. So the question is, these are does this count as a lab upgrade?
I'm sorry, what are you pointing to? That counts as a lab upgrade, yes.
Okay, thanks. All right. So now we reset and Nathan goes?
Right. So we redetermine player order based on score. So it'll be Nathan, James, then me for round 2.
Okay.
People are just unhappy because I fed my dinosaurs.
You fed your dinosaurs with your guests.
Well,
I'll just stick all these scientist tiles right up here, so where we can get that at them again. Right.
Yep.
These 2 items are discarded. Everything up sort of moves up, and then we get new stuff here in the market. Oh, there's a ride.
Ooh, 2 workers.
Yeah, that's all it does is 2 workers. But that might be enough. And then we go to Nathan, you have the honor of rolling the dice.
Okay. Oh, I rolled them twice, but oh well.
Oh man, it's a darn shame you rolled them twice. There was an interesting symbol in the first set, but I guess we'll just play with the second because random is random.
Okay.
Interesting. There's 2 of that advanced DNA that I potentially need.
Good thing I go before you.
You can't take both of them. Nathan, you also get first pick at phase 1.
Yeah. Which DNA did you need? You needed the pink, didn't you? I could take a pink DNA.
This hexagonal looking one is something I need. If you take it from me in phase 1, I have the opportunity to still take it in phase 3 for $4 or $5. So it's not like you're totally blocking me. It's making it more difficult.
That's true. Let me look at my board for a second.
Sure.
Need that. Okay, so I need that, and if I want to get that. Okay, I have a plan, maybe.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, I think I am going to take this one.
what's the number for excitement again?
The excitement is the black number on the dinosaur recipe, and that happens every time you build a new dino meeple.
All right.
Is you gain threat and excitement.
You said recipe, like the guy from Final Fantasy. What number is that? 15?
Mm.
The chef.
Hmm.
The one with the car in it.
Yeah. It is, I'm not sure if that's 15 or not, but yeah, it's one my daughter likes on.
It might be 17. There's like so many Final Fantasies now.
All right, so it's my turn. I want to raise the excitement level. But I don't want to do too much. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a pack of Cephalosaurus.
So James takes the weak, safe route. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Well, you left it for me. So now do I want one of it or two of it?
That's the question.
It's going to take me a while to build that.
All right. I know
To
what
build
it is.
enough infrastructure for it too. I will take just one of that stuff.
Okay.
And I use my ability to take one of those as well when you take that. Because of my computer programmer.
Yeah, once per
Yes, yeah.
All right, so Nathan, what you gonna do?
I am going to use my 2 scientists to take the small carnivore. Look, that's not the small carnivore. That's a small. Am I taking everything?
You are. There's one tile.
And he'll go over there. So, increasing the danger at my park, but that's part of the fun. You might get eaten, you might not.
Okay, so all right, I need to figure out. I'm supposing buying a whole bunch of cheap DNA is probably going to be the way to go, and then I can convert it, refine the DNA.
Yeah, I mean, it's always an option, yeah.
So I need the 2. Well, you know what? This game is not friendly. If anyone's ever colorblind, this game is not good for colorblind people.
Yeah, there's lots of like fluorescent colors. At least the DNA all have different symbols on them.
That's true. Still.
Yeah, I always like to compare this to Far Cry Blood Dragon. It's like, intensely fluorescent.
Yeah.
I already used my 1, so I'm gonna be nice, and I'm going to throw this here and put my blue up 2.
Okay, let's see. I want 4 of this blue stuff.
Yeah, see, I couldn't handle the 4 blue stuff. Oh, but you increased your storage for that thing, so that's how you did it. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I put 3 on that.
This small carnivore of mine, the pterodon, takes like everything, all the DNA.
Mm-hmm.
It's like all the DNA, but yeah, it's only one of all the DNA. So, but you're going to convert to advanced DNA like I'm going to do. So, yeah, I see.
Sarah's torn. I don't need any more DNA. Although I do want to keep the threat level down. But I really don't need that. So I think I'll just do my cold storage again.
Yeah. James, do you need like 6 of this? Probably not.
No, you know what? Screw you guys.
Oh man.
I don't even. I can't imagine like there's no more advanced DNA on there, so I don't care.
Oh yeah, there is. There's
there's that
this
pink one, but I don't want 3 of it. I can't even store it.
Yeah, you can only take 1.
So I am also going to increase my storage rate.
All right, I'll do that as well.
Look at that! So much cold storage.
I just now realized that I have 12 DNA in cold storage. I actually have more than 12.
Wow.
I have 15 total.
Wait, I have 3, 5, 7, 8. Okay. So you only need 12 in cold storage. All right. That could still happen.
I have 8.
That was the thing. All right. So I do believe this becomes our threat die. The threat die is 2. We go to phase 2 market step. And once again, Nathan leads us off because he is first player.
I don't need more DNA right now. No upgrading more.
Paddock capacity at no cost. Interesting. DNA. Increase your security level at no cost. Interesting.
That's pretty good. But I think I need to start getting...
You already have the upgraded tool bench.
yeah. I think getting the extra workers might be really, really important for me, but...
I mean, worst comes to worst, you can always send them to whatchamacallit.
Security.
Well, if worst comes to worst, you can send them to venture capital to make a little bit of extra money.
True.
Although the +3 money, the first action that's available there is actually quite worth it.
Yeah, no, I think I will get the 2 extra workers.
Okay, paying $3 for that. James?
I'm going to gain any one DNA thing. So $50 for that. All right, take it out in here in a second. Oops, come on. Take 4 hours for me to get that. So 2 money leaves. 1, 2. All right, Dan, what you doing?
I only got 3.
Isn't there something like it? What else, if you don't have money? What can you do for your action?
I'm sorry, you could pass and just take $2.
So you could pass twice and get $4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I am going to spend this $3. I'm going to spend it to take this tile.
Whatever.
I could use... So this stuff, Dino, that gives me more income? Or...
I'm sorry, stuffed dinos. It costs 9 plus 2 because of the market row it's in.
But
and all it does is give you 5 victory points at the end of the game. It doesn't provide you with any slots for visitors to make money or victory points. It's just end game points. It's a tourist trap. Yeah. It's not necessarily a trap in the game, mind you. That could be worth it. I don't know.
Or I can...
$11 for 5 victory points. It's like $2 a victory point. That is a pretty good exchange rate. Come to think of it.
I don't have much. Afford it, though.
I can't afford. I can afford the fun house, which just gives me an extra place to put people.
Yeah, what do you call it? These rides all work the same way. They provide you extra space for visitors, but you're not going to need extra space for visitors before you like ramp up your excitement.
Yeah.
Like you need extra space in your park when you're taking in more visitors than you can legally put in your park or close to it.
So what you doing, Nathan?
If your number 1 challenge for this game at the end of each round, reroll any unclaimed DNI to gain the benefit. Oh.
Yeah. That's actually pretty good. Yeah,
and I can afford it just barely. The only thing is I won't have money to do my gates. I can get money down here, right?
You can get much money with venture capital.
Yeah.
And plus you're running discounts with better tool bench. So I think you'll be okay.
I'll have 1 money left.
All right, I'm spending all 3 of my money. I'm getting this upgrade here. And that's my 3rd upgrade. So I'll put this in here. Boop.
Okay, I do in fact only have 2.
So the game could actually just be over.
Right. So because you claimed the second objective, if we were playing to 1 less than the total number of objectives, this would be the final round, like
that's
right
crazy.
now.
All right, so we have to get 10 excitement to end it. So
yeah, let's go to 10 excitement. That should take a while for any one of us, at least like 2 more rounds.
Yeah,
depending upon how hard we ramp up.
I want to get on my other dinosaur. So now we do our.
So that I'm sorry. My second market action is just collecting $2 because I am moneyless. Now we go to phase 3.
Okay.
All right. So starting with Ethan, what you doing?
Oh, okay. I need to increase my security. So I'll go here for the -2. I'm going to go here for 3 money, which I'm going to immediately spend to get security. So I have 1 money back. So that gives my security up to 5. But if I build another dinosaur, so right now my threat is 2 for up above, 2 for here, so 4. If I build this, I'm up to 6 threat.
So you could just put a guy here.
Yeah,
and,
I don't have the money.
you could get 2 money.
I could go here, yeah, to get 2 money here, and then go here. That gets me up to. I have to pay 1 money. So, and then I got 1 guy left to do something with.
Yeah, he could just get you a money with venture capital if you're strapped for cash, or
build a dino.
If you have the resources, you could make your dino. Yep.
So 4, yeah, and I have that'll get me the 6th threat if I make that. So I go up 4 here, plus there's 2 up front. So I get my small dino, small carnivore.
And that gives you 2, so a total 4, and 2 excitement, so a total 4.
So I spend my DNAs.
Yes.
A purple and a pink. Okay. So, yay, I'm all segment's 4. Wow.
So my turn. So my security level is 4, and the threat currently for me is at 3. 1 plus 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to first go here and convert the light blue one and the purple one to 1 green one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go ahead and create my dinosaur.
Make a doll.
So now my threat level will be at 4, which I'm still good.
You're making this one?
Yeah. So purple.
So that's just plus 1 threat.
Right. So it would be 4 total, is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just saying my security meets my threat. So that's
yeah.
It. And my excitement goes up 2, so I'm at 4.
Sorry, that threat die is correct. Yeah, your excitement goes up 2.
Where's excitement at?
Right here on the scoreboard. There you go.
Oh, I knew that. I was just testing to make sure you knew that. So my excitement's actually 3. Yeah, 3. And I still have 2 people. Oh, I got to put my dinosaur on.
Yeah, there we go. I got it. Got it.
You got the dinosaur?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so the dinosaur's on there. What should I do?
Don't know.
I'm still going for money, but then you know what?
You could just use your actions to prepare for next round by, like, I don't know, building Paddocks or collecting money.
I'm going to gain 1 advanced DNA.
Sure.
And I'm not going to double my victory points this round because I'm going to do money. So
sure,
I'm going to get 3 money to start with that because that's just not bad. All right.
I'm just removing my number 1 scientist from the game because of my specialist.
Oh.
All right, Dan, what you doing?
Stuff and things, hopefully. I am going to increase paddock capacity as no cost. I'm going to turn this 2 into a 3. Then I'm going to make 2 copies of this dino.
I did 2 copies.
Well, the first dino costs 1 worker,
yeah.
and the second dino costs 2 workers.
All right.
And that just cost me 1, 2, 3, 4 basics.
Oh, because you're doing the little dinosaur. Okay.
No, I'm doing the little dino. Yep.
Ooh, you have you're stacking them.
Hey, this is a family show.
There we go.
Okay. That increases my threat by 2 and my excitement by 2. All right. Let me see. I've only got 1 left. It's probably going to be security. Increase my security level by 1 at no cost. There we go.
Okay, so you still have no money.
I have 2 money. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 2 money. Okay.
It's very confusing to me. Your excitement markers and victory point markers are red for some reason.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're white for me.
For some reason they appear.
Don't matter. So now we do the pulling out of the baggie thing.
Yeah, and it starts with Nathan because right, he's first player.
I get 4 of them.
You get 4 of them.
No hooligans.
Last one's gonna be hooligan.
All right,
No
congratulations, hooligans. No hooligans. Proceed to collect your 4 money and assign them to your park.
4 money? Wow.
I know.
Now these are actually 4 solid gold coins.
I think it's $4 million.
It's 4 mega credits.
Okay, so if I can do 2 here, 1 that, and 1 has to go in the hat.
That seems to be legal, and you seem to have space for all of that, and that's all worth victory points. So you move yourself up 5 on the victory point tracker.
Just 5?
Yeah, 1 for each patron.
Oh, why 5 then?
He score 4
4?
for the T-Rex?
Oh, that's endgame points.
Oh, okay. So why 5 though? If I got 4 patrons.
I'm sorry. I thought you had 5. No, you have 4. So it is 4. Sorry.
So the hat one scores a victory point? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay. All right.
All right, James.
I get 3.
Yes.
What? Wait. Someone can put that back. I don't like it.
Large carnivore.
Come on, get out of the bag. Let's get it. All right.
I just read my corporation. I'm Gilcor, the Compassionate Corporation.
Right. Of course you are.
There's 2. I get 1 more.
I like James's Lewis's and Leviathans.
And we're going to go ahead and we're going to pile up on money this time. Because I'll get to go first. Theoretically. Now I don't get any victory points. I'll just get 6 money, right?
Yes. 3 for ticket sales and 2 per person that you've assigned to that it's taking money.
Right. So that'll be where I get my 6 additional. So 1.
I mean, you get 3 from tickets and 6 more from assigning them to DNA and nachos.
Yes.
Okay.
One other bag there. Yeah.
Just making sure that you got all the sweet cash that's coming to you.
Hopefully, I don't need it for much longer, but we'll go. Go ahead.
All right. I am also taking 3. So I get a visitor, and a visitor. Okay, sweet. I'm going to take 3 money for my tickets. Yay. I'm just going to assign all those visitors to my Dino Paddock.
So you'll get
3 points.
3 points for that?
1, 2, 3. Yep.
All right. And then we just put all our people back in the bags, right?
Yes.
Oh, my tile unlocked. Get off there.
All right. Since this is end of round 2, I added the other 5 hooligans to the bag, so now there's 10 in there.
Awesome. And you shuffled it?
Let me do that. There we go.
Right.
And James gets to roll the dice.
Right. We adjust player order. You guys just flip flop, right? I'm still in last.
Well, I'm definitely first.
Yeah.
So.
And I get to re-roll one of them. Oh, at the end, I get to re-roll an unclaimed one. Okay.
At the end, you get to pick an unclaimed die and re-roll it. So basically, just a lot of basic, huh?
All right, I'm gonna put my 2 on the green one.
Yeah, it seems like something you would do.
I will take 2 green because I can do that. Since you took 2 green, I can take 2 green with my computer programmer. Okay, so it's me. I will take. I could take 6. I don't really need much. I don't. Not getting anything I want particularly. I could do and go 9. Nope. I cannot do that. Let's see. What's worth doing? Let's see. I don't need another dinosaur yet.
Nope.
This game's not going to be long enough to be worth getting more dinosaurs.
Not a different recipe. You should probably just build your engine with the recipes that you have at this point. A short game, which is what we're playing, is usually only 2 recipes anyways.
Actually, I think I want to do the basic pink. I'll do 4 of the basic pink. Can I do 4?
Yeah.
You
can get...
I'd only get 2 either way, so...
Yeah.
Or I can just do... Yeah, that seems... I can only get 2 out of it, but...
Okay. I'll take 3 any basic, I guess.
Whatever.
Oh yeah, I probably should have done that. Oh well.
All right, I'm gonna put mine on the 3 purple or whatever that is. Basic. Wait, that's basic purple, right?
Yeah, that's the bluish stuff, right?
Sure. I think it's this one right here. So that's what I moved out.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Wow, those colors do not match. Okay, yeah, I'm starting to see those color issues that you guys mentioned earlier.
I'm just like my eyes are burning. I'm like, I don't know what's happening.
3 cold storage again.
Yeah, is this guy better as a worker or cold storage? I forgot to discard this stuff. Whoops. Oh, whoops. Well, that's foobard, but whatever.
I'll do that. Switch those.
We won't need that since it's discarded. All right. We forgot to refill the market at the end of the turn, so I'm just going to do that now. Like, the specialists that are available may change my opinion of what I want to do with my worker. May. Ooh, there's a hooligan. And what are these? 2 basic. Increase your security has no cost. Better tool bench. Meh. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm fine with just cold storage as well. Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
So
what?
everybody's.
I didn't play. I only put one down so far.
Did I skip you?
I believe so.
Did you want to go where I was?
No.
Oh, no, my second thing was cold storage, anyways.
So I get to do 2 in a row here.
Well, Nathan has one less scientist.
So what do I want to do?
But yeah, you should have gone before Nathan anyway.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll get an extra worker.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like there's anything else good at all. Well, threat level going up helps me out. So I'll do that.
All right. Nathan, you get to pick one of the dice that have not been selected and roll it and gain the benefit.
Yeah, I'm safe for threat level. Is anybody else in danger? No, everybody else is going to be fine for threat. So it doesn't really make a difference.
Yeah. Unless the threat becomes 3, I'm not going to be in trouble.
Whatever, I'll just do the 2. Well, so what do I get? I get a
1
basic.
1 blue basic.
And the threat's still 2.
And the threat's still 2.
Well, that one doesn't. I gain the benefit, but yeah, does it still considered unclaimed?
I'm assuming yes.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
All right, that's okay. So we're in phase 2.
Okay, starting with me. Don't touch me. My turn. All right, I'm gonna do hooligan protection
Yeah, of course you are.
because
I can't do any specialist now, so.
Well, you can, but you would have to fire what specialist you currently have next to your board. If you fire that specialist, you lose the benefit of that specialist. So, like, if you fired the HR manager, you back down to 4 workers.
Yeah.
The ones that you have are actually pretty darn good, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're all good. Yeah.
My problem is I only have 5 money. I think I want to track Gene Splice dogs or something.
Gene Splice dogs, yeah.
But I can't afford it. Is there any way to get money?
You can take 2 money.
You can pass to gain 2 money and then hope it's still there because then you'll have exactly the 7 to purchase it. I'm not going to buy it. I'm sitting on 5 money myself.
So if I did, that'd be one way for me to get money.
Yes. During this phase specifically, that is the
Although it's like getting late. Well, no, we'll take a while to get to our last objective, so we might have a little time. Yeah, I think I will pass and get 2 money.
All right, what you doing, Dan?
I think I'll spend $2 for this extra worker. That seems worth it.
The extra worker. Rawr. All right, my turn. That was what I was gonna do. I don't know if I want to spend that much money
on a giant attraction.
Or getting another worker. Sort of like, I get a bonus worker anyway.
That's only for this round, though. You turn your 1 scientist into a worker for this round.
I know that.
Yeah.
So, And none of these like food stands or gene splice dogs they're not any better than one another.
The food stand that you already have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a number of slots, and they all allow you to turn a patron into either a victory point or 2 money.
Yeah. I'm almost tempted just to say, you know what, I'm going to save my money and gain 2 money. I think that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
All right, Nathan, what you doing?
I will get this. Spend 7 money on it. Why'd you turn it? That's all my money.
All right, I'm gonna move these up now. We'll fill in though at the end of the round.
Oh, what did you get, Nathan?
Gene Splice Dogs.
Because my action is going to be taking 2 money as well.
All right,
Last action.
All right, so now we assign our workers.
Yep, phase 3.
So I'm going to upgrade my paddock for 2 money. Oh man, just 1. So I have to spend 2 money for that. Put over here for right now. He'll go out. And I have to put a person on that, which will be my scientist. So I don't remember. Where's that? Upgrade your paddock. And that's unlimited. I can do it again, right?
Yeah, the tool bench is unlimited. You just have to pay your money to upgrade your paddock or upgrade your security.
So I'm going to do it again. So I have to pay 3 more. Okay, put my dinosaur on there. I am going to go ahead and increase my security level. So I'm going to spend 3 money to do that. And I'll get 2 money back. And I'll go ahead and I will create a dinosaur, which is pink, purple, green.
Mm-hmm.
I will then still have a bunch of money left, sort of.
Sort of.
Yeah, sort of. So what is the threat for me? It's 2 right now. Oh wait, my threat goes up because I just built another dinosaur. So I have 3 threat on the board plus 2, so it's at 5. So I'm good on threat.
Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and spend money to increase my security level one more time. Oops, that's 6. So there goes 3 more money. And I have 1 more action, which should probably be to gain 3 money because that's not bad.
You spent all that money. Why are you trying to gain money after you spent?
I know, right? Yeah, I'm crazy. All right, that 5's not mine. All right, so what you doing?
Okay, I am gonna do 3 money and 2 money, so I get 5.
Okay. Because you be poor.
I give you my 5. Now the question is, so if I get me another center store, my threat level is going to go up by 2.
Yep.
My excitement will go up by 2 as well.
Yep.
And
You also need a
yes,
bigger paddock as well,
which would cost me 2. I can do this to do it at no cost, but then I need to make sure I get 2 security upgrades, which I can do. I can afford 1. So that would cost me 3. I cannot afford to do 2 security upgrades.
Okay.
So I would lose a guy, which is not necessarily a bad thing. But it might be better for me to upgrade my herbivores. Well, I get the one more money too, because I got lots of people to mess around with. Whatever. That's 6 money. So I could make. I need 8. So 5 to do that. Yeah.
You could
So,
make
yeah.
you could make the paddock 3 for just 1.
Yeah, so that's going to cost me 1. I got to get rid of 1. And then I'll make myself a small dinosaur. Small dinosaur. That's going to cost me 2 DNA.
Yep, just 2 basics.
I'll do these 2. Actually, no, I'll do that one. No, I'll keep this. I've changed my mind so many times. Yeah, that's the way I'll do it. So 2 DNA, I get myself another small herbivore. Myself, yes, myself.
Myself, right? Sure.
So my threat goes up by 1.
Yep.
My excitement goes up by 1.
Yep.
So I'm up to 5 for excitement. I'm not the only one, apparently. Then I'm going to go here. Spend 3 to put my security level up 1.
Well, that's 4 because you're increasing it to 7.
Oh, yeah, it's a -1.
-1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, that's all my actions.
All right. I planned out some stuff to do here already. So one of the things I am doing is upgrading my paddock for free. So I'm gonna trade this 3 in for a 4.
That's pretty nice.
Put dinos in it. Yeah.
And then you're going to upgrade your security level.
Upgrade my security level for free.
You're going to get some money.
Make a dino.
Oh, you're making a little dino. Okay.
Making a little dino. Yep. Just making a little dino.
So your threat goes up by
Threat
2.
1. Excitement 1.
If you can't barrel the pterodon, you lose a whole bunch of points.
Yeah, like 10 or something. I'd have to look it up. But I'm gonna build the pterodon, I think, right now because I'm crazy.
Can you?
Yeah. 1 red, 1 purple, 1 pink, and 2 blue, and plus 2 workers to go onto this space.
All right, so now you're failing your threat level, right?
Yeah, totally.
So hopefully,
I built the pterodon. My threat goes up by 2. And my excitement goes up by 2 more.
That's true. All right, so I will start the drawing. I have to draw 5. 1, 2. No. 4. 5. Okay, what does a hooligan do?
All right, so the hooligan, A, doesn't give you ticket sales. B, has to be put into your park and thus eat up space that a patron would otherwise take.
Except for I can collect $1 from a hooligan.
$1 each for up to 2 hooligans. Yes.
So I will get 5 money. And now he eats up a space, but then do I get victory points for the hooligan?
No, he's a hooligan. He doesn't make any tricks or money.
All right. Well,
if you put up the stand. He can go to the hat stand. Yeah, that's right.
And I can put up to 2 people here, so that'll be 4 victory. That's 2 victory points?
1 per patron. Just 1.
So basically, I can just get 4 victory points if I want, because I don't really need money. So 4 victory points.
Sure.
Okay, so my turn. I'm drawing 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, almost clean. So I get 4 money. So 10. Trade the 1 for a 5. And then I get to place. I will go money. Money. Points. Points. And he goes.
He does nothing.
And does
Yep.
So I get 4 money and 2 points.
Yes.
Ooh, that should be a 1, not a 5. Why did I get a...
Mm-hmm. 2 points, you say?
Yep.
So
Well,
that
actually, that would be just getting a 5 now, actually. But yeah.
all right. That also puts you at 14. I have yet to do my thing. I'm taking apparently 6 out of here. Let's see how lucky I get.
They're all going to be hooligans from now on. From this point on.
All right, they're all peeps. So there's my 6 in ticket sales, and I have space for 6 in my park. So 4 at this attraction, 5, 6. I have to take that all in points, up to 20.
Oh, so sad for you. All right, so we have to return our people. Do hooligans? Oh man.
Hooligans go back into the bag. Yeah.
So question: since we both have the same number of points, who goes first?
It's a great question.
I would assume I still go first because I'm awesome.
You are not. So side the dice.
Whatever, it can go that. Oh gosh.
If 2 or more players have tied scores, their relative positions in order remain the same from the previous round.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so this needs to somehow rotate. Why won't you rotate? All right, whatever. I give up. That is that. All right, so I get to go first again because I'm awesome. And this time Nathan can't skip me. Gosh, that was a 1 blue.
I just want to check on that chaos theorist, how that works, because it's really important to me to know whether that threat remains for whatever I reroll.
Did anyone set this on the 1 blue?
There it is.
I think that was one I was. All right, what the heck do I need? I need skinny purple DNA. Which, colors. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that's the one I want, which is this one. Does that look right?
I'm sorry, I didn't see what you took. Yeah, that one. That's
okay,
the one.
That's what I actually want. All right.
Nathan.
Okay. Oh, you took that one, huh?
Yeah, apparently he did. Yeah.
No, that gives me 2. 1, 2. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I need gold. I have gold. I need.
What is this? At
Well, I'll take.
the start of the round. So that's like now, huh? Okay.
I'll
That
take
was
2
okay.
pink
This one too. Yeah.
Okay.
that you just took, and then I will take 2 gold.
Wait, how do you get 2 gold?
I did the action to take 2 gold, but I get to duplicate what you just took.
Yeah, it's one of his special abilities.
Wait, where's the 2 gold thing at? That's what I was asking. Oh, that's gold?
There's that's an advanced DNA.
Well, gold
it's
DNA,
yeah,
not gold money.
Oh, okay.
yeah. It's DNA.
Sounds
Okay.
I want a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I guess I'll just take. Is that the one I want? Which one? The purple stuff is the one I don't have at all. Maybe I just take. Yeah, you know what? I'll be super friendly, and I'll just take 3 of this purple stuff. Yeah.
All right.
I could be
that's me. You're blue.
I knew that. All right. So I'm doing that. Go ahead, Nathan.
I'm just wondering whether I should be insane and take a large carnivore.
Oh,
You can do it.
definitely not.
Not a good idea?
My general experience with large carnivores are that they only really work in longer game sessions.
Yeah. I mean, I could build it. It'd be 3 excitement. But threat level's the same as the...
Yeah, threat level is +2. There were a lot of points too, but they're very difficult to piece together. Like that Spinosaurus that's on top there takes 3 advanced DNA.
Oh, I got it. Well, I got everything I need to build that and one of my base.
Maybe you should take it. Just build one, and all you need to do is just build the one.
Yeah.
That's to me, right? So, what else do I still have space for here? I will take 2 of this blue stuff.
There's no advantage. There's like no point advantage for cold storage increasement.
There's no points for leftover DNA or cold storage.
Can I put my 3 here and get 2 extra workers?
Yep. Yeah.
Done.
Nathan only had 2 scientists. I just have to do it my 1. Do I get an extra worker, or do I need even more DNA? The purple stuff is the only stuff that I can actually take.
Why does Nathan only have 2 scientists?
Because I gave away one of my number 1 scientist to do a reroll.
Oh.
Is that the one that I want? Yeah. All right. We're picked out.
Okay, so I will do my reroll.
Yeah, this time it doesn't matter which die you pick. We're left with at least a threat of 2.
Maybe 3. Oh, okay. So
One more basic DNA.
Oh, it's blue, right? Not purple?
Dark blue, yes.
Dark blue. Oh, dark blue. Oh, well, yeah, it looks purple on mine.
Yeah, it is the purple one. All right, yeah. The threat die is 2, and we go to the market step.
So I can do 2 of them. I have to spend 4 money for that. And then I have 5 left. I need to build another paddock. So that's 2. So that leaves 3 money. I'm going to go ahead and spend 2 money to get an extra worker.
Okay. I'm spending 2 money to get the dino security.
Let's see, I'm getting to the point where I might need more space in my park, so I might want a ride or a foodie stand just to have more space. I've got the 10. I'll take this foodie stand.
Okay, what do I want to do? You know what? I'll spend 3 money to get another worker.
I'm not sure I want any of those. I could get the dino research too.
Yeah, you could spend the $3 to take the dino research too.
I don't know if I'm going to get more than one dinosaur anyways. Let's just check.
You only really need that if you're going to build more one dino a round, which is a very difficult prospect to do. You need a lot of DNA.
I have the DNA to do it. The question is,
are you willing to take the victory point hit from having people?
Yeah, I will have people die for sure.
Did you remember to lose 2 victory points for not meeting your security level last round?
You're right. I was 2 over. So I would have not gained 2 and also lost 2. So I'll be only there. Still in last place for this round.
You're still winning. You're still winning.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, that'll be a later thing. So I would just think I will take the fun house for $3.
Okay.
Not sure if it's worth.
That's to me my second, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think I'll just take $2. I'm not really interested in any more. I don't want to spend 4 for an extra worker. None of that really appeals to me. So
I'm going to go ahead and increase this Paddocks to a 4.
Oh, that's right. You were on phase 3 now.
Oh, another dinosaur on top of a dinosaur. Oh, get off the dinosaur already. All right, whatever. You're stupid dinosaur. My dinosaurs stacked on top of each other. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and create 2 dinosaurs. They just like each other. Oh, tell you. All right.
Okay, that works. Sure.
My threat goes up another 2.
And your excitement goes up by another 2.
Doesn't my excitement go up 4? Because I built 2 more dinosaurs.
Oh, by 4, yes.
So that should put me at 9.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then I'm going to go ahead and plop this guy down to get 3 money, of which I will spend 2 of it to get a paddock. So I have 1 left. What are you doing? That'll go here. Whatever. Move this dinosaur out of the way. Alright, I'll go here. And I'll go ahead and build a dinosaur. This thing. Oh my gosh. Alright, it's going to just lay there. Even though I didn't do that, it's going to be, yeah, there we go, whatever. I don't care. Building a dinosaur.
Sure. Spending your last 2 basics for the generic one.
For a generic dinosaur. Which puts my happy threat excitement level to 10, so I get to throw my little guy over there. Oop. And
Interesting.
threat goes up there. So our threat's at 2, right?
The threat die is 2. Yes.
And I need 4 money. There's no real way of getting any other money, right?
I mean, you're going to get money as part of your ticket sales, but by then it's going to be too late.
Yeah, so I might lose 2 people. Oh, no, I have 1 money there. So I can throw 2 more people here.
And I mean, you've only used one worker at the venture capital, right?
Yeah, so I'll have 3 more money.
Yeah.
The one
so
here.
Sending 2 more guys there will give you 3 total.
And then I had 1 there that I just threw over there. So I
Okay.
I spent 4 to do that. And I'm 1 shy, but I still have 1 worker left. Is there anything I can do that gives me points? I mean, how many people? I got 10 people. So I should actually put this one here to double victory points at an attraction.
That requires 2 workers.
Oh, shoot, does it? I don't have 2 workers. The DNA is not worth anything, right?
No. I think leftover money might be something, but it's an exchange rate like 5 to 1.
Okay, something silly. So right now, I'm only going to put down 6 workers, 6 things. 6, 9, 10. I'll have enough to do 10, so I'll have 10 victory points minus 1. Because 1 guy, I'm good. I don't know what to do with my last worker though. I sort of have extra workers.
Well, I mean, you can.
Oh wait!
Yeah.
You may assign a worker to this card to increase my security by 1
for this round only. There you go. That'll work.
So I met my security. All right, that was awesome, Nathan.
Okay. So security can't go up beyond 10. I guess.
No, it can actually. If you look over here, there's a couple of tokens. So if your security goes above 10, just have the plus 10 security token, which is the octagon-looking one. And then if you're increasing your security above 10, the cost is always 5 per level.
Actually, I'll do this one first. So I'm gonna actually put it up 3 because the first one was only $2. Okay, so boom. So I get 3 back. Then the other 2 are free. So I'm gonna get me a large dinosaur.
Yes.
Large carnivore. Which puts my excitement up 3. So my excitement's at 9. This is me, right? Yep. And
no, that was me.
oh,
I was at 6.
I don't know why it shows up red on mine. So I'm at 8. Oh, that's not as good as I thought. Okay.
You are at 8. Yes.
So I'm not going to be able to get another dinosaur yet. So and this is the last turn, so it's not going to matter too much.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not it's worth it for me to build 2 dinosaurs to hit that excitement level 10, because then I won't be able to increase my security by a lot. That'll hurt.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have enough.
I might do it just to see what happens, because after all, it's just for lulz. It's not like we're recording it or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, if I win, then it counts. If I don't, then it's just for funsies.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's see what I am doing. Let it see what I am doing.
I think you should just crank up your threat level and don't worry about security.
Okay, so I'm not going to be able to build more than 1 dino this turn because I don't have any advanced DNA and I can only make 1. So that's what I'm going to go with, right?
Can you make one?
Yeah. So increase my security level for free at no cost. Increase my paddock capacity for free at no cost.
Okay, that's what's happening. But you can't build one. You can't build a pterodon though because you don't have that DNA, right?
No, I can get it.
Oh, that's right.
Use a worker to refine the DNA that I need.
Yeah, there you go.
Use a worker to build the dino. So that thing that I just refined, plus one of those, plus one of those, plus two of those. So we'll build a small carnivore there in my new paddock. Threat goes up by 2. Excitement goes up by 2. So we're here at 8.
So now you're down. You're down by. You have to secure level 10. To not lose anyone.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. So how much money do I have? Only 5. It would take like 9, which I can't get. So I think my best option is increase security at no cost with 2 workers there.
So you're just down by 2. Okay.
I'm down by 2. Right, I'm still down by 2.
Horrible. All right, so that's it. So I have to draw 10 people, which will probably all be hooligans.
Oh, wait a second. Put that back in the bag and let's make sure they're shuffled.
Oh, sure. I like that idea a lot.
I'm not sure if I shuffled them. Hey, you're drawing first, so you've got the best chance of. No, I've got the best chance of drawing hooligans. Curses.
I was just realizing, if I knew it was the last turn, I would have taken that dino research and gotten the second dinosaur out. But oh well.
Yeah. That might have helped me as well. Probably not, though. Right?
Oh my gosh! 10 money. And that gives me 10 points too, because I have legal place to put them all.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have exactly 10 spaces in your park.
So that puts me up to 24.
Yep.
And I'm at my threat level because of my bonus card assignment thing to do. All right, so Nathan.
I get to draw 8.
Yes.
1, 2, 3,
draw all
4, awesome. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
Oh wow!
And I can play them all.
Oh man!
Sweat. Because there's like what 15, 20 hooligans in there.
There's only 10 hooligans, and it looks like there's more total meeples in this game than there is in the physical copy. I don't remember there being 60 meeples in this game. Could be a thing though. I'm gonna shuffle just because.
So am I the one at 14?
What?
Is this me?
Yeah, you're at 14.
So I'm now at 22.
So I did hit 2 hooligans. Wah wah wah. I get 6 money from ticket sales, and then only 6 victory points.
Now, can you pick the hooligans to die?
You can't. Oh, that's right. I have tramples, so I'm going to lose 2 of these guys and lose 2 victory points. Curses, and then I'm only going to get 4. None of you guys were. No, you guys were security up.
Oh yeah,
I got my bonus.
You had +1 from that guy, so you were fine. All right.
I did forget to put my threat level up, but it's still plenty.
Yeah.
When I built that dinosaur.
All right. So now we go to Endgame Scoring. Let me find that. Let me find that real quick to make sure we don't miss anything.
Nathan has 11, 12 points, I think. Unless I'm missing something else we get points for.
Okay. So we get victory points based on the objectives we achieved. So I get 6 points for this one, and it looks like Jamie gets 12. That puts me on 24.
Oh, never mind. I beat him.
Yeah.
I was like, with that, I beat you.
We get victory points based on the things in our park. So my Dino Burgers isn't worth anything. You didn't build anything worth victory points that aren't dinos. You didn't build anything that was worth victory points at the dinos. All right, that was easy. All right. Then you sort of have to multiply out for dinos. So I've got 2 dino meeples here that are each worth 4. So that's 8 plus another 4.
Oh, that's awesome.
4. So 4, 8. I got another 12 points from dinos.
And I got 10 points from dinos.
I get 14 from dinos.
10 is just down 1 row. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then let's see what else there. If there are no dinosaurs, if there's an empty paddock, you lose 10 victory points. That is a thing. Leftover money is scored a ratio of 5 to 1.
Oh,
I apparently have 2 victory points worth of money.
Same.
Oh man!
All right.
Look at this. Oh, look at that.
So that should be the final score.
Okay.
So who wants to flip the table? I won, so I can flip the table.
I hosted the game. I'll flip the table if you don't mind.
Yeah, no, go for it.
Oh, that was cool.
The
It didn't actually
the first time you get
send
it
components. All right. Well.
Oh, that's so bad.
Game, guys. Good games. Good game.
Yeah. So that was a lot of fun. All right. So that's another immortalized win by me.
Yep. Unfortunately, I was playing badly though, on purpose.
Hey, don't say that. You got the same number of points as I did.
All right, folks. Thanks for watching.